Have you ever wondered why when you give a certain task or a challenge to a certain individual, they gravitate to it and they get all excited and they go away and they're buzzing with ideas and really enthralled in the task. And yet you give the same task or challenge to another individual and they become paralyzed or they just become overwhelmed by the whole task in front of them and they retreat like a snail into their shell. Well, maybe this model will help explain what's going on in human dynamics. It's simple but very effective illustration explaining what's going on. So the center represents the comfort zone. The next level is the stretch zone. And the outer circle represents the risk zone. Now, all of us sit naturally on this model somewhere. So if you asked your staff to place themselves where they sit on this model, you'll find that some of them will sit in the comfort zone, some of them will sit in the stretch zone, and some of them will sit naturally out here in the risk zone. Now, the important thing to note here is that there are strengths in all three areas. The people in the comfort zone tend to be the ones that have a lot of due diligence and they cross the T's and dot the I's and they make sure the project gets finished. Those in the stretch zone, they're the ones you can push further and they're happier to take on a task which blends this due diligence with seeing what else is possible. And then you've got the people in the risk zone that get very bored very quickly with these sort of day-to-day tasks, but you give them a project which is more blank slate and see what they can come up with, then they're running away saying, woohoo, let's see what I can come up with. So what I've done with some clients is they've done this model with their staff and they've realized that they need to recalibrate or readjust or rejig the teams, and so what you end up with is a balance of all three individuals across those three zones. There's one last thing to add so you recognize is if you asked a comfort person, someone in the comfort zone, to do a task, you can stretch them into the stretch zone, but if you go any further, this is a no-go for them. And equally, if you ask somebody out in the risk zone to come back in and do something, then they're going to get the task done because it's still a challenge, but you take them any further and they're unlikely to do it because they get bored too quickly. So try using this model and I think you'll find that you'll be able to leverage the true potential out of each member of your staff.